So my name's Tom Beasley. I grew up in a small market town called Whittle-under-Edge in the southern bit of Gloucestershire, and I've returned to my hometown, and that's where I still live. My job title is Head of Bristol and Bath Science Park. I'm responsible for the day-to-day business and economic development of the site. So I studied at my local secondary school up until the age of 16 when I did my GCSEs. I then went to what was then Filton College in Bristol to do A-levels, and I stayed there and did an HND. My career path after finishing college and doing a higher national diploma is quite potted really, and it's not the normal career path that perhaps people would take. So after a small period of time running my own business in outdoor education, I went to work for a training provider, and although I didn't have an undergraduate degree, studied at the University of Gloucestershire and did a postgraduate certificate in health and social care. I later went on to do a further adult education teacher certificate, then studied a level 7 diploma in leadership, strategic leadership and management last year. So it's not the sort of normal route that perhaps people would take, but I've committed to doing ongoing professional development throughout my career. I initially did a postgraduate certificate at the University of Gloucestershire because they would have me. Whereas perhaps that wasn't the route that others would have. It was the only place that offered the course in reality in a modular way that I could fit around work and I could A, afford to do, and B, manage to do. This was probably 10 or 12 years ago, and it's much more common now. More recently I studied because I was working in an education institution that offered the course, and I was able to do it in a cost-effective way. I'm actually going to start an MSc in September via distance learning at UWE. I think having taken a less direct route through HE, it's given me a much greater benefit actually. So I think one of the major things is about things like critical reasoning. So it's actually taking theory and applying it to what you're doing day to day. So whereas previously you might have gone ahead and done something because you thought it was right, having some theory to underpin that is really useful, and it just makes you critique what you're doing and usually make better decisions, but certainly reflect on those things that don't go quite so well.